Hi everyone, in this lesson we're going to be having a look at how to play Dance On by the Shadows. This is a lesson I've had several requests for, so without further ado we'll go straight into a close-up and have a look how it's done. Okay, then the first thing that we have is this. Okay, so this can be played here at the 5th fret as I've just done. It can also be played at the open position like this. Okay, now the reason I'm mentioning both of those positions is I think on the original recording it was probably played down here in the open position, but on videos I've seen of the Shadows performing this live, Hank Marvin definitely plays it up here at the 7th and the 5th fret. So I'll give you both then, that way you can choose which one you prefer. So here at the 7th fret then, what you're going to do is you're going to play the open low E string, but you're going to depress the vibrato bar first. So you push the bar in and then gently release it to give you that kind of an effect. You then play the 7th fret of the A string down to the 5th fret of the A string. So that gives you. Okay, the next bar then is this. Okay, so this is the open A string, the open low E string, then the 7th fret of the low E, open to 7 again, and then open again. So all on the low E string there. So I'll give you that one more time. Okay, so the timing for that then is 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. Okay, one more time. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. Okay, the next bar goes like this. Okay, so this is the 7th fret again, twice, then the open E string, and then the 7th fret of the E again. Okay, and the timing in this bar then is 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and. So 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and. Okay, so far then we have this. Okay, that's all done over an E chord. I think it's actually an E7 chord. The next part is done over an A chord. And so what we're going to do here is we're going to press the 5th fret of the low E down with our first finger, and our third finger is going to play the 7th fret of the A string, and we get to this. Okay, so this is just playing the low E to begin with, then both strings, and then both strings 2 more times. Okay, and the timing for this then is 1, 2, and 3, and. 1, 2, and 3, and. Okay, so in total then that gives us. Okay, that then repeats for a second time. So what I'll do now is I'll take what we've just done and play it down here at the in the open position. So okay, so again we've got the open low E with the vibrato bar. This time we're going to play 2 to open on the D string, then we play the E, and then the 2nd fret of the A string, and we're just going to rock between those two. E, 2nd fret of the A, open E, 2nd fret of the A, open E, twice on the 2nd fret of the A, open E, and then 2nd fret of the A one more time. Okay, and what I suggest you do there is after you've played the 2nd fret of the A string, just release pressure on that string to give it more of a staccato sound. It'll sound more like it does on the record then, so more like this. Okay, we then go to the top half of an A chord and we play this. So this is the open A string, and then we're playing the 2nd fret of the D string along with that open A string. So that'll give you... And again, take the pressure off just to create that sort of staccato sound. Okay, so let's put that together. Okay, so now we'll move on to the verse. So the verse starts like this. Okay, so we've got here then the 2nd fret of the D string, and then the 4th fret of the D string, and then down to the 2nd fret of the G string. Okay, so that's one bar, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. We then get this bit. Okay, so we're going to play here the 3rd fret of the B string. Okay, we're then going to play the 2nd fret of the B string and then hammer on to the 3rd fret and then immediately pull it off again. So that'll give you. We then play the 4th fret of the G string and then the 2nd fret of the G string. And then we move up here to the 2nd fret of the D string. And then I usually add a bit of vibrato to that. So that gives you. Okay, and the timing there then is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we then start off the same again. So that's all the same as before. This time we're going to go to the 5th fret of the B string for 1 whole bar. And then the 4th fret of the G string now for 3 beats. 2, 3. We then play this. Okay, so we've had the whole bar there on the 5th fret of the B string, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 3 beats on the 4th fret of the G string, 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to play 5, 4, 3 on the B string. Okay, so that'll be 4 and 1, 2, 3. We now have 2 to 3 on the B. And then 4 on the G string. I see. So coming off the 3rd fret there, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3. We then go back to the 5th fret and do exactly the same as we just done. So 5, 4, 3, then 2, 3, 4, exactly the same. We now go back to the 2nd fret of the G string, then the 1st fret, and then back to the 2nd fret, all on the G there. We're then going to move up to the 4th position now, and we're going to hammer 4 to 6 on the G string, play the 4 again on the G string, move back to the 2nd fret, and we're still on the G string here, 2nd fret, 1st fret, then 2nd fret again. Okay, so let me go through all of that then. Okay, then we repeat most of that now. So starting here again on the 2nd fret of the D string. This time though, we just get to this second fret of the G string and we hold it there. Okay, so that gives you your introduction. The next part we have then is the chorus. So I'm just going to shift over this way a little bit so you can see further down the neck of the guitar. So we're going to be down here now at the 15th fret of the B string. So I'm playing with this with my little finger and we have this. Okay, so we have 15 on the B, 12 on the top E, 14 on the top E, 12. Okay, now we go back to the B string. We've got 15, 14, 15. Back onto the top E now with the 12. And then the 14th of the B string. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we then get this. Okay, so we start in the same way, 15th fret of the B, 12th fret of the top E, then 14, then 12, all on the top E there, then 15 to 14 on the B. We're now going to play 14 on the G, and then quickly slide from 10 to 12 on the B string, and then play the 14th fret of the D string. Okay, so that will give you okay, and it's the same kind of timing there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I'll just play you through the whole of the chorus section then. Okay then, so the next part is this. Okay then, so this is going to be the open low E string to the second fret of the low E, then the open A, and then going to slide from 4 to 5 on the A string before going back to the 4, the 2, and the open A. So that's all on the A string there, and then the open low E string. Okay, so that gives you. And the timing on that one then is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we then play most of that again, so. Okay, and then it changes here. We're going to go now onto the second fret of the D string for one whole bar. 2, 3, 4. And 3 beats of the second fret on the A string. 2, 3. We're then going to play okay, so after we've done those 3 beats on the A string, we're going to drop down onto the second fret and then the first fret of the D string. Then we're going to play the D string open for 3 beats. 2, 3. And then we've got the 4th fret to the 5th fret on the A string. And then back to the 2nd fret of the A. Okay, so that'll be. We repeat that. We now have the open A string. We then just slide quickly onto the 4th fret of the low E string. We then play the A string, 4th fret of the A string, and the 2nd fret of the A, and finally the open A. Slide onto the 4th fret of the low E again, and then the open A string again. Okay, so let me give you the whole of that verse then. Okay, then the next part is to repeat the intro. So we're going to have, it's probably best this time to play the opening part at the open position. So you'd have your pre-bent, bent with a vibrato bar, that is, low E string. Then go to the 2, open on the D string. And then you're going to play this. I'm going to play it unmuted. This section's actually got a mute on it, a palm mute, but I'll play it unmuted. So it's like this. Okay, so this is playing an E7 chord, so 2nd fret of the A string and 1st fret of the G string, leaving the D string open. So you're going to play, using the same timing as we did in the intro, play the open E string, then play, I'm playing here the A, the D and the G string to get the full sort of E7 sound. You go back onto the bass notes, and I'm sort of playing the low E but allowing myself to hit the A string. So like that. So it's 1, 2, 3, and. So I hit the chord again there. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. Okay, that's the first bar. We then have 1 and 2, 3, 4. So this is just sort of alternating between a bass and a chord. So it's sort of bass, chord, bass, chord, bass, chord, chord, bass, chord. If that makes sense. So the bass is done by hitting the low E along with the A string, or at least just catching the A string. The chord is done by striking either just the A and the D, or the A, the D, and also the G string, but doing it sort of subtly. So it doesn't want to be overdone. The next part then goes down to an A chord. So I'm going to hold down the top half here, so 2nd fret of the D string and the 2nd fret of the G string. And the same kind of logic here, we're playing a bass note on its own this time, so just the A string. And then I'm just going to hit as the chord the A and the D. So 1, 2, 3, and. So that will give you 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and. Okay, so this part can actually be played with a palm mute. So what I'm going to do here is just rest this part of my hand, this part of the palm, the side of my hand here, very lightly against the strings down at the bridge to get a sort of a chunky sound. Okay, and then I put that rhythm to it. Okay, I hope all that makes sense. Okay, after we've done all that, you actually hit another just open A string. So you'll have okay, we're then going to move down into the chorus again, and this chorus is played exactly the same way as it is before, so I'm not going to repeat myself, I'll just play through it. Okay, and then we return to playing exactly what we played in the first verse. Okay, and then the outro section is just the intro repeated over and over, so the same kind of. Okay, and just to finish off, there's also another A chord just played at the end. So after you come out of this, and if you're playing that down here, that would be. Okay, and that's pretty much it. Okay, thanks for watching everyone. I hope you liked this lesson and found it useful. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.